Alright guys, welcome to our 13th session of the Red Star Rising campaign adventure titled The Foulest of Spirits. It's designed by Gooey Cube and presented by the Greater Mole Master Beholder Corps, which hopes that your minds will be opened by wonder tonight. And as always playing tonight, we have Zane, Mark, and Lee, the mighty Trey,
Hey!
and Chris.
Hey! Hello.
And I'm Casey, better known as the emissary of the Great Mother. And so my aberrations, I ask you tonight, shall we begin?
Aye.
Well, we're adventurers, right? And look, it's a mysterious trail. Let's follow it and see
I can't see the colors either.
who throws the first fail. So, guys, I'll throw it out there and see. But I'd like to ask a question tonight of you all. I'd like to ask you, what is the most satisfying experience you've had so far with the Red Star Rising campaign?
Second, and assume that was the blue one.
Oh, I thought you were going a totally different direction with that.
Are we marked not safe for work?
Well, I would say that I've had many, this is Quimber, I've had many satisfying experiences, but I think the most satisfying experience is going to happen sometime much further down the road when I meet Bonnie again. And I wish that I could find the last poem I wrote for her, because I know it's somewhere in my paperwork. And I shall have to dig it out so that I can recite it to her next time I see her.
Groer doesn't really want to say he's had his most satisfying experience yet at this point. Because he knows the best is yet to come.
Yeah, when he gets to meet back up with Hermeris, Galaton Hermeris, right?
Trey's most satisfying experience is saving the goat, of course, and the Dwarven Stomp, which we're in the same building even.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I would say for
so many different ways to choose. I mean, between accidentally stepping in poo and people getting covered with blood, and Groar epically being Casanova and Billigan at the same time, I don't know where to go with that.
I would have to agree very much with those.
I would say Kenna's most satisfying so far is the retrieval of our stolen things, and the fact that we made at least acceptable levels of friendship with Constable Rolfe in Nevermore, which is something that I don't think the troop has ever done before.
Yeah, you did quite a number of things that were impressive to him, enough to be able to make friends, and that definitely leads into a big part of the storyline. So, good job. So Theros, what do you think is your most satisfying experience yet with the Red Star Rising campaign?
Oh, there are so many. There are so many. How to choose? Well, let's start with the beginning. I think the crit on the massive spider was definitely a good start.
Darn well one-shot a boss monster, yes.
Yeah.
Then got really sheepish when it threw down a legendary action. But yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of funny when so within these modules, they have 5 different levels of being able to run them depending on the power of the party and the situation at hand. And when you have to midstream kick it up to the hardest level because your party almost one shots the boss right off the bat, you're in for an interesting adventure. Of course.
I do have to say that I do believe that since Kenna is the one that actually took the killing blow on the bear in the very first encounter, Kenna having the first killing blow of the campaign is definitely something that Lee, not Kenna, Lee is very happy with, and that's his highlight.
Yes, I forgot about the massive hit from the bear. Almost didn't survive long enough to take out the spider.
Yep, exactly.
Well,
I have to say the lizard part of getting in where there was the Gooey Cube and our misfortunes there of just literally walking in and getting pincushioned was a lot of fun there. But and then of course I have to say the hillbillies and hogs, where we literally did everything to a T perfectly to every single horror B movie. We split up the party. We went our own ways. We did everything that we should never do. It was brilliantly. It was pretty awesome, I have to say, in a very morbid way.
It was classically the PC move.
It was perfect. And then while we're along the King's Highway, I have to say, 2 sessions ago when we took out the brigands and pulled out the quasi-essential barbarian axe slashing, jumping into the middle of the fray, and literally receiving less damage than the mage.
Theros charging forward, Leroy Jenksoning the whole thing.
But you guys are forgetting about the epic moment where we had the gelatinous cube who wanted to monologue, and we were just ignoring him completely and doing nothing but slaughtering him. Whatever. And saving Billy.
Yeah, we were just trying to save Billy. He got slaughtered just
Who
as a side
forget saving the
effect.
goat? I said save the goat first.
Yeah.
Yep.
The point was that the boss wanted the monologue. There was no monologue.
You're right. Gelatinous Cube had a monologue. I am still what's up with that?
That's still an oddity for sure.
It's a Gooey Cube.
Yeah.
Gooey Cube oddity.
Yes. It is quite gooey, is it not?
Yes, I loved it.
Well, there's been a lot of fun to this point. So at my total, I think we've gone 22 sessions now, and I'm pretty sure in every single session, looking at my notes here, I've referred to it as the Red Storm Rising campaign. And I think that's not my one most satisfying moment, but it's probably my greatest regret is the fact that I never noticed until just tonight that I've been saying it wrong the whole time. It is in fact the Red Star Rising campaign.
I seriously thought that's what you said every single time. I've never heard you say Red Storm Rising.
The commies are coming.
I wouldn't play Red Star. That sounds commie. I mean, I was playing Red Storm, Casey. I don't know.
What is wrong with that, comrade?
What's funny about what you just said?
What are we doing?
What's funny about what you just said is a long time ago I was trying to search to see how easy it was to find something on the Gooey Cube's campaign, and I kept getting a lot of Russian stuff. Now that Gooey Cube has been around for a while,
now you're getting more.
Yeah. Now I'm actually finding videos. It's crazy. Yeah, but for a long time. Yeah.
Google's just learned that you're looking for Gooey Cube, not the Russians.
Well, what has stood out to me the most about this campaign so far, 23 sessions in, is that it is such a compelling and fun story and campaign that every single one of you has been at every single session, every single time. And so I am so thankful for that. And this has just been a blast, and it's compelled you to want to come back for more and give me a chance time and time again to destroy you. Which is what we're going to try and do tonight.
I'm just glad my computer decided to cooperate and I can play tonight.
Well,
I was going to find a way to make it work. So.
I think he meant
kudos to the game master who is busy red storming us to death.
Yes.
I demand a buffer.
Yes.
You must give me a buffer. You must buy me a blanket so I can sit here. So when you destroy me, I can hug it tighter and feel safer, even though I'm being destroyed.
That's called a binky.
Yes, I need my binky.
Well, awesome, my friends. Well, thank you for that. Everybody, go ahead and give me a D20 roll. Let's see if we get a Gooey reward handout tonight.
Not here. Ooh, look at that. Some good rolls.
7's lucky.
That'll probably be my best roll of the night.
Kenna. Gror, that was so close.
All right. I am going to have to say that you all did a fine job, and so I'm feeling generous tonight. So we're going to make a 19 count. Kenna, go ahead and roll on the Gooey reward. Okay.
Oh, yes, I love this one. Temporary hit points. So good.
Darn it. I wanted to so bad destroy you guys tonight. No, that's going to save your bacon, I'll tell you this right now.
It might.
No, I'm not that kind of GM, but I do like to make it a challenge, and I hope you guys know that and enjoy that as well. So, all right, my friends. Well, where we left off, you had gotten back on the road after having a rousing conversation and show for Myra and the Ugly Troll along the bridge, and tried to be some crocofrog bait. Which in turn you've decided to have a little bit of frog gumbo cooking up while they're fixing the wagon wheel, and you're jaunting off into the bog to find the Shrine of Jinx. And you guys found the telltale pillars, which should pop up on your screen right there. Strange-looking pillars that you were told about, and you know that, yep, that's the trail that you need to follow. So as they're making the gumbo, you're heading off to see what is in the shrine that Mother has asked you to go and investigate. Maybe there'll be something for you, so we shall see. We shall see.
I believe. Who wants to take lead in the marching order?
I'll be happy to.
I will stay right behind you then. I think we're the two of us are right in order for the marching order. I think that's good. Anyone else want to cut in between us? I'll take that as a no.
Casey, is it a one by one, or can we go two abreast?
You could go two abreast. So you enter the thick woods following the nearly indiscernible path. So you're just kind of crawling over logs and hacking your way through underbrush and various things like that. You're plodding through this chill, stagnant pools of water because it is still kind of, it's obviously it's winter or the onset of winter, and so it's pretty cold. And the water's very muddy, and as you clamber through, it's very slow going, and it's not long before you lose sight of the road behind you. So, yeah, that's kind of a description of what you're going through as you're just kind of hacking through the brush here. But you kind of get the feeling that you know where the trail is going, although it's not so much that you see a trail as much as you feel compelled that you're on the right path. It's a very odd feeling you've never experienced before. So with that, you can kind of put yourselves in either you could go 2 by 2 if you wanted to. So kind of lay yourselves out in the order that you're going, and you can move yourselves forward.
Do you want to go first, Quimber?
I am going to be right behind Theros.
Quimber, you going? You want to go first? You moved yourself to the top.
It was impulsive. I couldn't help it.
I think I need some healing. Can I get some from Kimber up at the top? Is that?
At least I can see over the dwarf.
Quimber, do you have any healing spells left? I've got 2.
What was that you needed? I'm sorry. I what?
Gror needed healing. Was it Gror?
Yes,
Quimber, are you okay?
Since he is blocking my way, I guess I need to take care of those very distracting wounds on his body. They're leaving a mess on this trail. How dare he? Yeah, okay, what can I do?
All right, so you're going to give him a heal?
Poor soul. Yes, I will cure his wounds.
All right, so that's the marching order then. You guys are going to go kind of single file-ish, or 9
I mean, I was
points
just
of
trying to get
healing.
healed, but
Yeah. 9 points of healing there, Roar.
No, I like you right there, Grower. That's great.
I think we should probably go 2 by 2. But Rory, you can go first. I'll go next to Quimber. Kenny, you want to come up behind me and Fleegan behind Quimber?
Yep.
wait, who's going next to Gror, though? I need somebody beside me. I don't have a pony
Where's
or
Billy?
anything. Can't somebody
Billy.
at least walk beside me? No, we were told Billy can't go.
Oh yeah, we're not taking Billy.
just
That's
you
right.
guys.
Yeah,
So-
we're just used to you having an animal next to you.
Well,
I'm
that's
gonna
why.
get a new pet. Just watch. I'll get another pet out of this.
You
It's
very
Fleegan's
well
turn.
might.
It's
You
Fleegan's turn.
You very well might.
Eventually,
So
we'll
you-
all have pets.
Yeah, Fleegan can be in the front because
So
we
as
can
you're-
see over him too.
You don't even have to cast the Find Familiar spell. They're already baked into the adventure.
Not available for my class, unfortunately.
As you're crawling over the logs and cutting your way through the vines and stuff, you're kind of stumbling about, and it doesn't seem like the road is that far behind. It's pretty slow going, but as I said, you feel compelled like you're on the right path, and so you're just kind of paying attention to the direction that you're going, not really sure what it is exactly that you're looking for. And as you move forward, you almost stumble. You almost stumble into a large stagnant pool of mud. And so I want everybody to go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Wow. That's not great for Kenna.
Fleegan
Okay.
dances on the mud.
Yes, he does. Fleegan's
Sing in the rain.
what Fleegan kind of notices everybody else kind of slipping a little bit and stumbling, and it looks like there's a muddy pool before them. But Kenna, she doesn't fall to the ground, but she slides forward a little bit over here next to Theros, and you kind of catch yourself before you slip, and your feet give way, and you land face first in the mud. But as that happens, all of a sudden, rising before you from the slimy grime is a creature that appears to be entirely made of the mire and the muck. And it looks like this.
Oh no.
and it oozes towards you with surprising speed, attacking without warning. And it's going to go ahead and it's going to take a swing at Gror and Theros and Kenna, as it just kind of forms up out of the mud in these long, muddy, miry appendages kind of grow out of it, as you see in the picture, and it swings out and it just kind of tries to nail each one of you once. So we'll
Can
see.
Grow use a shield yet?
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
You could pull up a shield.
I'm all better, is what you're saying?
Yes. Yeah. We'll go ahead and say that you were able to rest long enough with some of the healing that you got to repair your arm there.
Thank you.
So, Kenna,
Yes.
that is going to be...
I'm
I whispered that
I'm
to
getting my
myself,
vaccine
so
tomorrow,
I'm
so
going
I
to
have-
change that real quick. But that was a fumble.
Good.
So we'll
I
see what
almost fall in
happens
the
here.
mud and it fumbles. Excellent.
Maybe it's because you fell
Alright.
into it. Wasn't expecting you to do that.
Holy. Oh. That's like a minus D4 to all of its
Yeah, it's a
attack and
minus
save.
D4. Yeah.
Ooh, for the encounter. Ouch.
So somehow, when it goes to swing at you, a portion of it kind of gets stuck, as it seems to kind of lodge up in a tree or something like that as it's trying to take a swing. All right. The attack on Theros is also going to be a fumble. So much for destroying you guys tonight.
Casey, I'm not laughing at you.
Oh no, no, I'm
No,
laughing at
no,
the
not at
creature.
all.
I'm laughing at the creature, not
Did I not just say that his weapon got stuck in the...
I'm not laughing because I know Groor is going to take 23 damage now. Watch.
This is where, as the GM, I should be rolling behind the screen and just fudging these rolls because this is ridiculous.
I never do that as a GM myself. I refuse.
All right, so the third large appendage comes slamming down on Gror, and he deflects it with his shield. And you feel the brunt of it against you, and you're like, haha, my arm works. Good. All right, let's roll initiative. That was anticlimactic. Jeez.
Wow, look at all the crazy rolls.
Then I crit my initiative. I have had more crits on initiative than anything else in the game.
Well, hey, one thing you can say, you know how to go first.
Yeah, apparently.
Actually, I only show you doing this once with this chapter.
Really? Huh.
You've had 3 combat 20s and 3 ability. So
Well, the statistics never lie because 78% of them are made up on the spot.
Absolutely.
right.
And
All
I
right.
98% concur with that analysis.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and try to stabby this thing. Actually, you know what? For my main action, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself from the ring. So that'll boost my armor class to 20. And then I will, for my bonus action, I will stab it with my offhand weapon.
15, huh?
Does that hit?
All right. You stab the thing, and you kind of feel it kind of squish into the muck and the mire a little bit as it sinks in. And it's as you go to pull the dagger back out, it's kind of resistant to you pulling the dagger back out.
Well, it's actually a Wakizashi, but
Or the Wakizashi. Okay.
Yeah.
As you
So this
stab
is
with
a
it.
gooey non-cube, is what you're saying.
All right, I need you to roll a strength check, please, and athletics. Sorry, athletics, and beat a 21.
Okay. That's probably
Good
not
luck
going
at
to
that.
happen.
Look at
21.
that.
That's 2 nat 20s.
That's not a dry 21. That is a nat 21 or 20. So that means that you go to try and pull your sword wakizashi back out, and it's resistant at first, and then you stick your foot down in the ground, and you're like, "Oh no, not today!" And you just pull with all your might and yank it back out.
And you pull it so hard out, you come back up with both arms up, and it's like, I have the power of Grayskull.
Woohoo!
Well, that was fun. Okay, Ken, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Oh, actually, since I have the dervish, I can step away from it without it getting a attack of opportunity. So I will step
Okay.
back out of its range,
Okay.
You hope.
and now I'm done.
All right. It tries to pull its arm out of the tree that it, or the appendage, the pseudopod, or whatever the heck you want to call it, that formed, and it seems to it pulls it down to try and take a swing at Theros, and as it pulls it through the tree, it pulls with so much force that it kind of separates a part of it, and that mud and muck kind of splashes down into the ground, and so it can't swing with that one. It also tries to do the same thing with the other fumble that it had, and it's able to pull that one out as well, and it pulls it back, but not as an attack. So it's going to go ahead and take its one attack against Gror that it has left and try and slam Gror, and it is going to swing wildly and miss.
Yeah, don't forget the Bane effect.
Yeah, I took that into account. Theros, you're up.
Okay.
So does the image on the screen literally show it fumbling as it's got one appendage stuck to the tree?
Art and reality. What is that?
It's prophecy.
We'll smash it. Oh, phew.
Okay. So you pull back Graxel and you take a swipe at it, and sure enough, you cut it for how much damage?
Ooh, I am happy about that.
5 slashing. Okay,
Would've been
you hear a
minimal.
sickening squish. You hear a sickening squish as it slices into the being here. All right, anything else?
Nope. I'll just stand there my ground and start smashing. Do I need to pull Graxel back out, or?
No, it
Nope.
just, you basically slash it, and it you feel some resistance as it goes through, but it just swings right on through.
Okay.
All right, Kimber, you're up.
Let me see. Oh, it's telling me I'm trying to cast something even though I'm not. Well, it looks like I'm catty-cornered to this creature, so I will hold my shield out and swing my mace at it. Are any of my allies still damaged from previous encounters?
I'm good.
What about that?
Almost all but healed. You almost got me perfect, so I'm good.
Minor scratch.
It's just a flesh wound.
It's only a flesh wound. It's 2 hit points.
Use that accent, I'll have to use a healing spell on you.
No.
Oh.
Don't waste that.
Oh,
Kimber, that's going to be a fumble as you swing with your mace. So I'd like to roll on the fumble
What?
table, please,
Okay.
because it's not that we haven't
No.
seen already, 5 of
No.
those tonight?
no,
And I just hear
can't
the
fumble with the
Benny Hill-
mace.
I hear the Benny Hill theme song "Yakety Sax" playing as this combat is going on.
Kenneth's foot.
Come on, swing that fumble. Let's see what happens.
You there? We
Yeah,
lose you?
yeah.
I'm trying to figure
Unless
out
he
why I
throws
didn't
the
roll
weapon
it.
at me, I'm out of range.
I clicked it.
There it is. Your swing unbalances you so much that your target may take one melee attack against you as a reaction. And so you go to
Yikes.
swing at it and you tumble forward towards it, and it is going to form somewhat of a pseudopod appendage coming out of the front of it to try and catch you as you go into it.
You fumble forward and actually give it a big wet kiss.
Yay.
Oh.
Right.
Can I can't flare it on a fumble, can I? It wouldn't matter
Forget the
anyways.
bane, though.
Wouldn't matter. It's got
Nope.
17 and a 17.
Don't forget the bane.
Yeah.
I missed because of bane.
Yeah. And so you slip a little bit in the muck, and it just misses. I mean, just barely. But you kind of slide down as you see it go right over the top of your head. I'm going to say that you're prone at this point. Right at the base of it. Okay.
That would
Didn't
make
it
sense.
hit me?
It did not hit you. It almost hit you.
What?
It was going to hit you, but something with whatever happened when it was first trying to attack the other one kept it from hitting you. Fleegan, you're up.
Flinging.
Buster time
Are you going to fire your gun
with a dagger.
with the dagger?
That's got to be the scariest thing I've ever seen.
All right, you pull it back. Give me a roll on a D percentage, please. You pull the thing back and you fire it. Bang! You see the dagger go flying out of it, and it embeds itself and gets engulfed inside of this thing for how much damage? How much damage did you do to it?
22 damage.
Oh, max damage. Nice.
Oh, jeez. All right.
No, but a good amount.
So yeah, it engulfs that dagger as the bang goes off, and when the bang goes off, it kind of throws you back a little bit, and you see the whole top of the firing mechanism go flying off backwards off of this gun, and you're missing the firing mechanism now on this gun as it's laying on the ground behind you about 5 feet.
Son of a! Where's that stinking tinker?
Well, I like my damage is as least complicated as possible. Simple.
Yep, same here for the most part.
All right,
And I
Fleegan,
kicked
anything else?
Yeah, I think I'll throw another dagger if I.
I'm going to say that you can't.
Okay. Can I
at
go
this
look
point.
for the top part of the gun?
Sure.
I'll go do that.
Okay. All right. Gror, you're up.
So is there any indication that any of these blows have really hurt the thing?
There is no indication that it has hurt the thing. You're not sure if you're doing any damage to it because of the effects.
Okay, and what is the condition of the trail? Like, is it obvious that we could go around it at all, or does the trail basically end on both sides and essentially
There really
in the middle?
isn't a trail. You're just kind of working your way through the brush, compelled the direction, and it feels like the direction that you're wanting to go is behind this thing. So you'd probably have to go through it to get where you need to go,
Right.
because the bog gets pretty thick on either side. In fact, there's stagnant, muddy water on either side that's cold that you're not sure you want to go through.
Then I will join the party and try to hit it for whatever possible effect.
All right, so you take a swing with your battle axe, and you're thinking about trying to get around this thing, or under this thing, or through this thing, or something like that, and you're just distracted by that, and you miss with your swing.
Just didn't want to get my axe muddy. Is really
Yeah, I mean, or have it taken from you. One of the two. Anything else?
I just prepare to dodge yet another attack from it quickly.
All right, Kenna, you're up.
All right, I am going to cast Firebolt at the thing.
All right.
assume that's a
You hit the thing, and it hits a big old log that's kind of floating around in the upper portion of it, and the log catches on fire and it starts to burn. So 5 fire damage.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
And-
Anything else?
No, I don't have anything else that I can do at this point. I'm too far away. I can't fire my short bow as a bonus action, so nope, I'm good.
Okay. It is going to. All right. Okay, it is going to take an appendage and try and mash Theros. It's going to try and sweep the leg with its appendage. And that is not going to happen. Though it's going to have another one just come straight out of the center of it at Theros as well. Try and nail you in the gut. Which I think that does.
It's bludgeoning. Does not
Does
hit.
not. Yes.
Yay!
So it.
But it definitely catches the wagon wheel shield.
Yep.
Sprays you with mud, but no
Yeah.
damage.
Exactly.
Hey.
Mud kind of sprays across your face as that happens. So.
It'll be nice once we get that metal plate attached to your shield.
Yeah. And it seems to have reoriented and reformed itself in one way or another, where it doesn't seem to be as restricted as it was when it first started. So, Theros, you're up.
I will busy and Graxle it, but I will go ahead and do relentless attack and gain advantage.
Nice.
Problem is, it also gains advantage on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't need it.
All right. Yep. You're gonna bury your axe inside of it for how much damage?
Well, a little bit more. Not rolling very good on the damage. I'm hitting hard, but
Okay. And then I need you to make a strength check, please. Athletics.
saving
I guess I
throw
should say.
or athletics. Okay.
No, go ahead and make an athletics. Okay. Yeah, you bury your axe in it. It kind of engulfs the whole head of the axe all the way up to almost your hands. And then you think that it would just kind of come right through as you're used to doing that before, and it just kind of stops. And you go to pull it back, and it resists. And you try and pull, and it resists. And then you're able to kind of step strong and use all of your might and yank the thing out, yank your axe back out of it.
I have the power of Grayskull. Okay.
Kimber, you're
That's
up.
my line.
Sight beyond sight.
Kimber, you're on the ground.
Acceptable.
Okay.
That sounds dirty. We're playing in the mud. Kimber's on the ground.
Can I pray on it while I'm here?
Sure, why not?
Alright, so Kimber says some prayers. Sorry, background distractions have distracted him from the explicit prayer that he is now saying, but he'll come back with his shield up and swing with his mace. Or do I have to stand up first? Can I swing from the ground?
Yeah, you can swing from the ground at disadvantage.
Or you can stand for half your movement and swing.
Yeah, disadvantage doesn't sound very good.
Rarely is.
I will stand up, and with that prayer to Kismet to show us the way and make it safe, he will sacred flame the creature.
Woo! Sacred flame!
Woot woot.
Wow.
A pillar of light, a pillar of holy light comes down and smites this creature for how much damage? Oh, it needs to make a dexterity saving throw first, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
We're jumping
Dex
ahead.
save.
Which
Oh
it,
my-
which it does,
What
actually.
Ah! No!
Dang it.
So the pillar of light, comes down to smite this thing, and for some reason it doesn't seem to take any effect.
Jinx. Jinx has something to do with this. He's trying to
Kind of
teach us a
morphs
lesson.
out of the way at the last second. That's what happens, right? Anything else, Kimber?
No. I am. My jaw
Nope.
has dropped, and I am at a loss.
Okay, Fleegan, you're looking for the firing mechanism off the top of this thing. Do you want to use an action to see if you can find it, or do you want to do something else?
I'll take a note of where it fell, or at least where
Okay.
I think it fell, and I will throw a couple daggers at the poor beast.
Okay. Your first dagger is going to go wide and not hit it. And your offhand dagger is going to skip off the ground
Oh,
because of
I
the
missed
because of
my
the debris.
buster.
All right, Gror, you're up.
Okay, I think I see its pattern now of its unusual movements after it dodged, Fleegan's deft throws there.
And the
I'm
sacred
timing
flame.
it now to hit it I'm timing it to hit it in a specifically mossy, more meaty kind of place. I think will really hurt it.
Hit it in a squishy spot.
Boom!
Your menstruations were appropriate enough to connect with the thing. So how much damage did you do?
Seven muckraking.
Yep, 7 muckraking as you cut
Muckraking
through,
damage.
and you feel a little resistance as you cut through it, but your battle axe comes right on through without it getting caught inside of it.
Oh! And did my magical connection with my battle axe tell me that we have hurt it? Drawn some of its life force from it?
That's still not. You're not sure about that.
Okay. I thought
I
you
will
might have
say
believed
this:
me.
when you hit it, you hit a piece of debris inside of it, and that debris went flying out of it.
So it's got some feces in it, is what you're saying? And I knocked the feces out of it?
I think we're past the whole poop episode, but maybe we'll come back to that. I don't know.
I've had enough of poop in this thing.
We've had a couple of poop episodes, have we not?
I was just trying for inspiration. I apologize to everyone.
That's fine.
I would like
I will
to
give
point
them.
out that this is a slime monster that hasn't slimed Theros yet.
Okay.
Everybody covered him in mud last year. Yeah.
Because it can't seem to hit anything. All right, Kenny, you're up.
All right, I will go ahead and let's see. I will. You know what?
Necro touch! Whatever that's called.
Oh yeah,
Chill
yeah.
touch.
Chill
The
touch.
crowd does have Freebird and Necro touch. You're not sure.
Yeah. I'll. Yeah, actually, I am going to go ahead and chill touch it because why not? And that's a crit.
See, there you go. Gror's magical connection with his battle axe when he sliced through it gave him an idea of what would be most
What?
appropriate to hit it, and he takes a swing. Your spell is incidentally infused with the Fey energy, which is exactly what needs to hurt it, so you get to roll 10d8.
Okay.
I will roll 10d8, not 11. Because that'd be too much.
Yeah, obviously.
10d8, holy cats, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fleegan had a moment of divine inspiration. So this is what not Fleegan, Gror. Gror had a well, I'm seeing the short one over there, and you're not that tall either, there, Gror. But so Gror has a moment of divine inspiration. So Kember was on the ground saying a prayer to Kismia. He stands up, basically shows his hand. The prayer of the holy fire comes down, but the creature sidesteps the holy fire as it comes down. But Kismia was not to be denied at this point, and so she gives Gror some divine inspiration to know exactly what needs to be done to take this thing out of commission, so that you can do something with it. And as Gror's sitting there thinking about what he's going to do after swinging and knocking the poop out of this thing, he yells out, "Free bird!" Chill touch! And Kenna, as she was ready to take a shot with maybe splay her hands out with burning hands, but she wasn't sure, took that to heart and fired that chill touch, and this necrotic energy just alights upon this big, massive, gooey creature, and it just seems to shrivel under the weight of this thing, and it just loses cohesion and just splashes into a big puddle of mire and mud as different pieces of debris that were inside of just crash to the ground.
Wow.
Wait! You now have the award for the most damage.
highest total of damage in a single hit.
Single hit damage. Total, yep. All sessions. I don't think we've done that much. I've done 20 something, but I haven't done 46.
Yeah. How much damage did you do with that chill touch, by the way?
Yeah, you did
46.
No, that's not
crit.
damage. That's
the
basically
itself. Yeah.
Basically, the crit caused it to, something to happen to it. But I need to know how much damage you did to it.
8.
8 damage.
8 total damage.
Okay. All right. So, in 5e game terms, whatever's left of this thing is asleep. So you have the opportunity to destroy it at this point if you would like to take another swing.
Yes, please.
All right, we will say that you guys beat this thing down, and you hit it 2 or 3 more times, and it just kind of squish, slash, squash,
stomp in it.
Squish. And Gror goes over there and he stomps and stomps, and your foot gets kind of stuck in the muck, and you pull it back out and you stomp, and get stuck in the muck, and eventually you're pretty sure it's mostly dead. Actually, all dead at this point.
Walk it dry in that whole area there.
Well, that didn't go any way that I thought it would, but it was still entertaining.
Definitely entertaining.
Inspiration.
Best encounter of the night.
We are being tested. Shall we dare to go further?
Somebody got to roll 10d8. I think we win.
Let's help Fleegan find the piece of his gun. his
And
buster.
my other 3 daggers, if you won't mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of those are on the other side of the puddle.
So you guys are going to sift around for his daggers.
Yeah.
Can
His
you
firing pin or
And
whatever.
my part.
and your part? Okay. Fleegan, go ahead and give me a investigation
anyone-
check with advantage, because somebody's helping you with that, and then I will
Has
want
anyone
somebody
ever
make.
found Fleegan's part?
They're looking for it right now. So Fleegan's going to go with an investigation with advantage. I'll say Ken is helping him, and then Gror and Theros, you're going to go digging around in there to see if you can find in the remains of this thing, basically a big mud puddle, and see if you can find the daggers. I need one of you two. You decide amongst yourselves who's going to make a investigation check with advantage, please.
Good thing I gave you an advantage on that, Fleegan.
I've got a +1. What do you think?
I got no plus myself.
Go Theros.
Alright.
So Theros puts his hands down in the muck and starts reaching around and feels the blade of one of the daggers cut. No, actually you do.
Be careful, there's poop in there too.
But you actually start digging around, and there's other stuff that you find.
Cool.
As you're digging around, you think you pull out a dagger, but what in fact you actually pull out is a rapier, and it's kind of covered in muck and everything like that. But as you wipe it off, you notice that it's made of ceramic iron. So ceramic iron rapier. I need to go
Nice job.
find. Would be right here. There you go.
Maybe
Ceramic
Fleegan
iron.
could use that instead of those little pins that he throws.
You find his daggers, by the way.
Okay.
They kind of smell funky at this point. But you find a glaive. You find a mace. These are mundane.
Okay.
You find 2 spears. You find a damaged mother of pearl jewelry box with a dozen small black, pink, and golden pearls inside.
Ooh. Value? Do you have an idea?
About 45 gold.
Ooh, that's as much as the rapier.
But they're going to need a lot of cleaning it before they're going to be worth that.
Many times.
Alright. I mean, pearls come from the mud too.
Well, they start as sand, so you know.
So is sand.
Pearls, Casey?
What's that?
Many pearls were inside of it?
Let's see. A dozen. I'll go ahead and
Nice.
throw all this in the chat here. All right.
Cool. Well, let's gather that up and let us head down the path to the next thing that wants to kill us.
I
Yeah.
assume we find my missing part, right?
You do find your missing part. Yeah, you didn't find it. You're stumbling around looking for it, and all of a sudden Kenny goes, "Hey, Fleegan, it's right here."
Here it
And
is.
she picks it up and
When I
hands
put
to
it
you.
back on, does the gun still work?
Do you try and fire it again?
Well, I tried to wind it up to try to see if it's holding a spring.
It looks like the piece that was holding the firing mechanism in place completely broken too. So you're pretty sure that the thing is shot.
Son of a... Ah!
Told you never buy from a gnome.
Don't trust
I will
gnomes.
have to have somebody fix it when we get back to the group.
I'm sure we can find somebody to replace that part for you.
Well, I'm sure I see those all over. There's got to be repairmen, at every town.
You've never seen one of these before.
Yeah, that's what Brewer was
Considering
saying.
he made it.
Very
It's
sarcastic.
called the Humble Blunder, Blunder, or whatever.
He
the
also
heck this thing's
wasn't a
called.
gnome, but we're
Blaster.
going to call him a gnome.
It
Do
is
you
a
feel humbled?
blunder.
There's there's
It's not
definitely
a
one there.
fusel, which you guys have heard of fusels, but you've never seen one. But you're pretty excited about seeing them when you do. So, all right. So as you guys continue on, it feels like you should be lost. But
They only
something
keeping the rapier out of the rest of the stuff, right? Nobody else wants anything?
Well, we'll just
Yeah.
put it all in the group, and then we can split it up. Unless you want to use it as a weapon.
I mean, I don't really want to carry a glaive and 2 spears and a mace extra, unless we really need to, but
We can leave them here and pick them up on our way past.
I didn't want to clean them either. I mean, can't even believe I got
It's money.
arrows to
The
get down.
35 gold is pretty good.
Yeah, the troop may need them, but the
The
rapier is
jewels.
definitely worth it.
Jewels we definitely should take, and a rapier, I thought.
Yep.
Can I
Yeah.
use the rapier? Even though I'm short and tiny, it's a small. No, it's finesse.
It's
weapon.
not considered a small enough weapon. I don't think you can.
Ah!
I mean,
Have to double check on that.
you could use it like a bow staff, I suppose.
I fumbled
I
once.
think it'd be more
and
like
you
a
guys threw
caber.
the mace to the side. Just one time. I fumbled one time, and mace has no value. Seriously.
I could be wrong about that, Fleegan. You might be able to use a rapier. I've just never seen a rogue use a rapier before, so
I'm
I don't
thinking more in
remember.
the sense of a gnome.
Yeah, no, your race doesn't restrict that. But let me. I'll look in the rogue description and see if it's available for you.
all right.
I would assume that a rapier should be a rogue weapon, right? It's a finesse. It's just a matter of size, because it's probably what.
That's why Kismia told Gror to ask if.
Yes, rapiers is
You can
one of
use-
your proficiencies in as a rogue.
Yeah, I would
So you
assume
can wield it. Yep.
it's just a
Okay.
matter of like the fact that it's like 3 feet long.
Yeah, it's hilarious, but it's doable.
Yeah,
there
but
you
it's
go.
only 2 pounds, so it's really light.
It's really
Yeah.
light.
Yep.
So if you want to take that and use it, I don't know. I mean, it sounded like what is Gror wanting that too?
God, no, I was just trying to get Fleegan a real weapon.
I don't know. He's done pretty good with the daggers. So,
I was gonna
you
say,
know.
the real weapons, you mean the
So
daggers?
imagine when you get the real one. I mean,
Yeah, the rapier does more damage than my dagger, so I'll take it.
Yes, it does.
Oh, I thought Theros was going to take it as a toothpick.
Nice one. Something tugs at your mind, seeming to guide you in a particular direction as you head down deeper into the bog. And finally, you stumble across a crumbling floor of worked stone cut into the side of a small rise. A stone door is set in the wall there. It seems it must lead underground, or else lead to a space no larger than a small closet. Despite the decay of the centuries, you can still make out the outline of a jester's hat upon the door, with 3 small divots where the bells would hang at their tips.
Oh,
does this stonework look safe? Look familiar? Like,
Go
is
ahead
it
and do
built?
your little stone check thing there.
history test.
Gror, you look rather stoned.
But
We're good at one-liners tonight, are we not?
2 drums and a cymbal fall off a cliff. But
Though it looks very old and ancient, it looks quite sturdy. In fact, yes. It was well built at some time with great devotion, as best you can tell.
And we have those
But
3.
does it look like it's trapped because we're dealing with a prankster, right? I mean, it's Jinx.
You could ask somebody to do a perception check to see.
I just thought if you rolled stone cunning that well, you might know. I didn't know. Fleegan, I don't know that this
Check
is
for
safe.
traps.
Give me
And
a
we have
perception
those.
check there.
We have those 3 bells that we found in the cave under.
You don't
Yes, we
find any traps, Fleegan,
Troll's head.
as you dig around to it, but it seems to you as if you gotta figure out a way to get this door open. There doesn't seem to be any sort of locking mechanism that you can tell, but it doesn't seem like there's any sort of handle or anything either. So
Darrow should just pick it up.
I
Dig
think that
Yours
since we
between the
have
bricks and
3 bells.
there's 3 divots in the hat, and we have those 3 bells that we got from the troll's cave.
Why don't
We
we put
should
the,
try those.
I think that's a good idea.
And those 3 bells were in 3 different metals. There was a gold, a silver, and a brass, or
does
Yeah.
the stonework
Good memory.
give any kind of clue to which bells might go in which spot?
nope.
They look like the same size as the bells.
The bells are all, or the bells are all the same. Hold on, are they the same size? Yeah, the bells are all the same size, and the divots are all exactly the same size. One bell is dark brass, one is gold,
That's
and one is silver.
Is there any? Can I do a religion check to see if I know anything about the placements of those kind of metals?
Sure.
Like,
Sure, go for it.
I mean, I don't want to just base it off of value or anything.
sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Nothing that you've studied or learned about in your experience would indicate there's a significance there.
Did you say there was a picture of Jinx here somewhere?
On the door.
Are the bells on the picture of Jinx?
Well, where the bells would be on his hat, or where the divots are.
On the picture, like, do we see the bells on his hat?
Well, the image of Jinx on the. Did I show that to you? I thought I did. Did you guys see the image of the door?
Yeah.
I had
So
my
you see
character sheet over it.
Okay, so you see, on that that image of Jinx there, you see those where the bells would normally be hanging from his hat is where the divots are.
Oh, those are exactly where they are. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yep. So let's just start putting them in and see what happens. Let's do it.
I say we try left to right, lowest to highest value, so brass, silver, gold. Everyone good with that? I'll push him in.
It works. Do it.
Cool.
If you don't do it, I will.
So you said brass, silver, gold.
Yeah, I think those were the three metals that the bells were.
I'd assume the gold would go on top, but that's fine. Doesn't matter. Hopefully. Regardless, we're going to have a trick plate on us.
Okay. You put them in that order, and they seem to fit in those divots, no problem, and they stay put, but nothing happens when you put them in that order.
Okay.
Put the gold one up and swap it out with the silver one.
Take them all out and rearrange them all.
Well, let's. I like Theros' idea. Just pull the silver and the gold out and swap them. So it'd be brass, gold, silver.
Okay. All right. When you put them in that order, you hear a small chime each time you put them in place. And then as you put the last one in place, the chimes have a slightly different pitch as you put each one in place. And as you place the last one in place, you hear a series of clunking and scraping sounds, and the stone door swings open a few inches. And there's a scent of old dust and stale air that reaches your nostrils, and a strange high-pitched laugh emits from the area beyond the door.
Of course, because Jinx.
So I'll push the door open the rest of the way.
So, Casey, did we not hear the chime the first time we had the brass one on the left? We put it back in and we heard it that time? Okay.
All right. So you can actually pull the door open. So
Or pull the door open.
Yeah, you pull the door open. And you can see that a short flight of stone steps leads down into the ground floor from the door to a long worked stone corridor. It is unlit as you look inside, but what do you guys do?
Quimber, you may want to cast light so you can see. The rest of us have dark vision, but
Well, I will cast it on the holy symbol that I have, the amulet, and wear it proudly on the outside of my outfit to cast light all around me.
and then I guess we need to determine what order we're going down. I say, Fleegan, if you can check the stairs for traps, that would be helpful.
Is this a
I'll go
two-person
first.
wide side stairs, or is it one person?
I think it's two, and I'm going to move you guys there right now.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yes!
Nap.
New map, new exploration, new adventure.
I can only see my token. Oh, there we go. I was like, I can't see anything. Much.
All right. Gore, you and I go down first.
No, we
Definitely
want
Don't
think
want to
Fleegan
check
should-
the traps.
to
Well,
check
go
for
check-
traps.
You check for the traps, and we go down.
Remember we talked about this, Theros. Whenever we go someplace dangerous, Fleegan should go first.
Only because you can
Send
spot
in the gnomes!
The beauty is I also have danger sense, so at
Catches
least for
on
me,
fire, blows up, or falls in a hole, then we know where it is, and it's okay then.
As you guys, head in, Fleegan, you said you were going to check for traps there.
Yep.
Gore will not go in until he checks for traps, in fact.
and that is why we just shove Gore down.
You check around the stairs, and it doesn't seem to you that there's anything trapped.
Look like stairs!
Okay.
About the
And as you
stonework.
all, as the last one enters the corridor there beyond the door slams shut behind you, and there's no discernible way to get out.
Oh boy,
Of course not.
one-way trip.
And as you
It's normal in these kind of
begin
places.
to descend, there's a bunch of torches along the walls of this long corridor that come to life and light up as you head into the corridor, illuminating the entire corridor.
Not nervous. I'm not nervous. Not nervous at all.
Extra points for style.
So unlike the dilapidated entrance to the shrine, this 10-foot wide stone corridor appears as smooth and well-fitted as the day it was made. There are faces of the god Jinx along its length, spaced with ornate pillars set against the walls. And at the north end of the hall is a wooden door with a jocular face painted upon it. The door is illuminated by a single torch that flares to life as you enter.
All right. Fleegan, you want to check all the way down the hallway for traps, and we'll follow you?
We'll just
Yes,
follow Fleegan.
and I
Slow.
would also
Way
like
behind
to,
you. We got your back. Way back.
I would also like to look at each one of these faces and see if they're all the same or if they're slightly different.
Good idea.
Okay. Give me an investigation check on the faces. Give me a perception check looking for traps.
Can Gror help him do that?
Or
Doesn't
can help
matter.
him do that, but it doesn't make a difference. They all look the same to both of you.
Damn. I was
And
trying
what
to
was the other
do
one?
that.
Perception for the trap?
Perception check to look for traps in the corridor. All right.
That's better.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing seems to stand out to you that's trapped within the corridor.
Hey guys, there's 10 faces here.
10 of them?
Does that number mean anything to Jinx? 10? Is there a lucky 7 kind of thing to his cult or anything?
You mean us?
Mm.
And Fleegan.
Yeah.
Fleegan. As you're heading down the hallway and you step to the point to where you just moved your token, you see two large bladed pendulums swing out of cunningly hidden openings in the ceiling, and they start falling towards you. And it seems like your doom approaches, but when the massive blades swing into you, it feels like getting hit with a large pillow.
It's a joke!
Ow!
And then the pendulums hang limply from their ceiling, and it becomes apparent that the blades are sacks full of wool, expertly painted with silvered pigments and shaped to look like a deadly blade. As you regard them, you hear the tinkling laughter coming from all around.
And Gror, too. A lot of laughter from Gror. Falls down and starts laughing.
There's a lot of. Oh God! Oh, okay.
His turn. You can go ahead now.
All right, I'll stomp down the hallway.
Should take a break.
I'll go
Fleegan to
another
get new
10
pants.
feet past him.
Okay.
And I have my danger sense at the ready.
Okay. So you pull out your battle axe and you move past Fleegan, and you're looking at the hanging pendulums, and you're not quite sure what's going to happen next, but you're looking all around. Go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
What if the joke is that every other one causes
Your
damage?
danger sense gives you what? Advantage on that?
Advantage on dexterity rolls with traps and other effects like that.
Okay. All right. Everybody give me a dexterity saving throw, please. You get to do it with advantage, Theros.
Still doesn't really help, but
Well,
Okay, because with a hiss, dozens of darts shoot out from invisible holes all around all of you guys, finding gaps even in your strongest armor. And they hit every single one of you.
Make a squeaky noise.
And you each take 1 point of damage.
ow, 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 ow.
And I want each one of you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, here's where I fail big time. Oh, maybe not.
I actually get shot in the mouth and I eat the dart.
I get shot in the mouth and start.
All right. You hear that giggling laugh echo through the corridor again as all of these darts stick into you. But interestingly enough, they stick in enough to make you bleed, so you take that 1 point of damage, but it's not painful.
Great anesthesia.
Gore says, "This is awesome. This is so funny. We should put this in the carnival. Build something just like this. This is amazing."
Oh yeah, I can see it now. We can put it into the Tents of Illusion and call it the Temple of Jinx.
Take notes, guys.
Yep, doing it.
I will check further on for traps because this is annoying.
Okay. So you move up to there. Go ahead and give me a perception check, please. You find nothing.
Man, this guy's good.
Well, yeah.
I will move one further up and see what else gets us.
Everyone wants to study the busts or whatever of Jinx, as those guys are farther ahead. Like, I'll study the first ones that they passed, those kind of things.
So Fleegan, you sneak forward a little bit, just absolutely ready for something to, tickle your. I was going to say tickle your weenie, but you're not sure something's going to happen, and then nothing happens.
The cruelest joke of all.
It's even funnier now. Nothing happens. This place
Now
is
we're on the edge
awesome.
and anticipating everything, and nothing's going on.
It's a trick. Get it, Graxel.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do.
I'm buying a T-shirt. I love this place so much.
I love this place. I'm going to sprint to the end of the hall.
Okay.
Oh my. I'm going to start my dervish dance just in case something goes wrong.
Can I flatten against the wall?
All right, Theros, when you get to that point as you're sprinting, all of a sudden something just stops you, and you're stopped dead in your track, and you guys don't hear anything, but you see this pink-hued gas begin to descend from the ceiling and walls, and it kind of raises also up around your feet, and something glitters within the gas and the torchlight. And it begins to fill your nostrils and coat your very throat, and you begin to cough and sputter even as its sweet aroma sends a thrill down your spine. Yes, just like that. Everybody make a Constitution
That was
saving throw,
scary.
please.
Eh, boy.
Okay.
Way to fail that one, Theros.
I like that, Theros.
Yeah, the one thing I'm really good at making.
I
So,
might have made it twice. Can you have one of mine?
so for everybody other than Theros, the gas is mildly irritating to your eyes and throat, but it also gives you a pleasant buzz.
Wow, man.
Does it kind of smell like a skunk?
Theros, on the other hand, is looking at the rest of you as you're all kind of standing around there in a whole purple haze. You're like, dude, this is pretty sweet. And Theros is like, what is wrong with you? What is going on? As you're kind of waving around, looking at the sparkly lights, the cool
This
color.
is so appropriate. So appropriate.
And I don't get to join the party.
Yeah, you failed, so you don't get to be part of the party. It's like being in Colorado, but on work detail, so you can't imbibe.
I think the funniest thing about that is he probably has the highest constitution out of all of you. So.
Yeah, yep. I know he's beats mine, so
Well, you have to. I fumbled and got a 7. That should tell you something.
yeah.
I'm jealous
So-
I
so-
resisted.
You had poo. You had blood. You had been bitten by undead.
Zombie.
Zombified.
Bitten by
Now you're high.
Wolverines.
No,
No, we're
the
all
thing
high.
is Theros is not high. All the rest of you are high.
So by
Fumble.
failing,
Travis, this is
failing,
awesome.
By failing, you resisted the buzz.
Oh.
By failing, you don't get to enjoy the buzz. Is the thing.
Oh, we have headaches. Great.
So does that make sense, Kimber?
Yes.
You get to enjoy it.
I shall
Hey,
run up to
let's-
Theros and
let's
try
keep
to
going.
get him into the mood.
Alright, keep stomping down the hallway. Move me to however far I can get.
Yeah, Theros is not in the mood. He's confused. So Theros is gonna stomp down the hallway.
Yeah, keep stomping until the next thing happens.
You guys doing anything while he's stomping down the hallway, or are you just hanging out?
I'm trying to tumble down the hallway like I'm Fleegan and very agile, which is probably extremely out of character for myself, and literally just frolicking, and I shall roll an athletics check to see if it is well done or clumsily done. Either way, it works.
Go for it. And while he's doing that, small commercial break. So my wife, who is very good at knitting, does some pretty amazing stuff. She just knitted a, what do you call it? The dice bag of what?
Of minimal magic.
The dice bag of minimal magic. Can you tell everybody what the effect of the dice bag of minimal magic does?
So you're supposed to put some minimal magic in as you knit it. So this one, in honor of me hopefully getting my COVID vaccine tomorrow, this is the dice bag of vaccination. So if you're in a dungeon and you get hit with the plague, you can roll a d20, and if you roll higher than 10, you manage to get vaccinated against this plague before it hit you.
nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Very good.
There you go. The dice
we
bag
all
of
need one of
vaccination.
those.
You
Well,
do it.
good luck. I hope you get your vaccination shot tomorrow.
That turned out better than I thought. I'm
Yeah.
impressed.
He
She
says
only
that,
needs to.
He hopes that you get your vaccination.
Yeah,
tomorrow. Hopefully
me
it
too.
comes. Yeah, she's on the schedule. I'll unplug here. She's on the schedule for tomorrow night.
Yep.
So
Wonderful.
So do a quick roll for us. Put a d20 in and roll it.
That's right. I got to be done.
So
You
let's
only
see
need
here.
to knit,
Let's see here. Do you want the big
7
one or what?
billion more of
20 do you
those.
want? We got
Is it with advantage or
Bronco
disadvantage?
D20. All right, let's see what happens here.
Whoops.
Oh,
On the floor.
on the floor.
The bad side. Roll that again.
And roll that again.
9. Oh, didn't
9.
make it.
No.
Nope. At least you didn't fumble.
Right.
I think you should roll that with advantage because you got the email saying you should show up.
Right. Right. With advantage, huh? 17.
17.
Woo!
There
Yes.
you go.
Gives me his wish you.
Take it with you. Cool. Yeah, Gizmi is with her.
Absolutely.
She is playing Kimber in our other adventure that we just started of Red Star Rising, so
Nice.
which is exciting. So, well, cool guys.
So in the game that I play, the one of the characters actually changed the sex of Kimber, and then another person changed. So Kimber became a female, and one of the female characters became a male. It was the female druid pre-gen. So it's pretty interesting how players want to. And one's the male player changed the male cleric into a female, and the female player changed the female druid into a male. So it's pretty cool, everybody, fantasy games are great when you can literally just do
Yep.
whatever you want and have fun.
Absolutely.
No problem with that. Cool. Well, all right. Well, Theros moves down there. Kimber goes tumbling down the hallway a little ways. Your ability to enjoy this fun sensation makes you dance and jump in glee, and you hear that tinkling laughter echo through the hallway as you do that. And Theros is very grumpy because all the rest of you seem to be enjoying yourselves, and he's not getting any enjoyment, so he's just going to go down and check out the door. And when you get to that point, Theros, you all begin to hear a deep, stony rumbling coming from the ceiling as the entire ceiling, the entire length of the hallway, shudders and then begins to lower slowly at first. And
Run.
as you look up and you're all like, dude, what is that? Trying to determine whether or not it's part of the euphoria that you're under or what the heck's going on. All of a sudden, the entire ceiling just drops in a blink of an eye and comes barreling down towards you.
Oh, God.
And it free falls. And I want everybody to give me a dexterity check, please.
Saving throw or check?
Give me a dexterity saving throw. Give me a saving throw.
All right. Is that something I can do with advantage as well?
Sure.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
That's my shtick, and again, I roll lower than everyone else.
All right. The entire ceiling all the way across the hallway is coming down straight on you. And you try and jump out of the way thinking maybe there's a place you can dive or move and maybe get out of the way or something like that. But unfortunately, as some of you attempt to dodge and tumble to the ground and everything like that, you know that doom is upon you, because just as it's coming down and it's just going to flatten all the rest of you, it bursts into a rain of white, soft feathers, and they all fall down upon you and kind of fill up to your ankles, just full of feathers littering the entire length of the corridor. And you hear that tinkling laughter echo down the hallway as well, and then your buzz starts to wear off.
Grow laughs and laughs and laughs again. This place is great!
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to go up with Theros as it starts to wear off. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do this. Let's keep going.
I was gonna make feather dwarves, which are kind of like snow angels, but it's being made by a dwarf on the floor.
Brother, how do we know that we are not actually dead and entered into the ethereal world? Are we really still here, or are we dead? What is the joke?
Oh, is Fleegan still here?
Seems like a bad joke, and no, you guys don't even have a hangover from that buzz. You know, it feels good. Now Theros is grumpy because he didn't get to enjoy it. But
I pat him on the shoulder. There.
so do you guys see the picture of the door?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this sturdy wooden door with the holy symbol of the god Jinx is painted upon it. It stands closed at the end of the corridor.
Looks like it's locked. There's a lock on it as well. Is that correct?
I don't know. You gonna check it?
Check it for
Yeah.
traps.
Fleegan,
Yes.
you check it.
Yes, please.
Because
Okay,
I'm
Fleegan.
so good at that lately.
Yeah.
I imagine a picture of Theros running near the end of the hall with a big smile on his face, and the rest of us in the back, like tumbling and rolling and jumping into the walls and behind him.
It is interesting. Yes, it is. So he checks the door for traps, and you don't think the door's trapped, and in fact, you look at it, and it doesn't look like it's locked at all.
Try to open it.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to reach out and pull the door open, and nothing comes out to bite you. But as you open the door, you see into a room. A torch flares to light, revealing a small chamber lying just beyond the door. It appears to be empty, save for a bust of a jester's head, which sits on top of a stone coffer that stands against the north wall. I suppose I should actually show you guys the room. Huh? Oh, you know what? I didn't put a door there. That was my bad. All right, I'm gonna to the room so you can see the room. And then you can move yourself wherever you want to after that. But, yeah, so the jester's head sits atop a stone coffer that stands against the north wall. The outline of a small door is clearly evident in its facade there. A copper basin sits before the jester's face, just below its chin. Above the bust on the wall is a panel covered in a script of fine golden calligraphy that glows softly in the dark room.
Place is great. Gro wants to read the calligraphy.
Okay.
I mean, feathers, calligraphy.
Of course,
Smoke.
why not? This place is awesome.
This is the best.
It's got
There are
it's
t-shirts
got
in the back.
drugs. It's got fake pillows. I mean, what more could you ask for?
I want a Jinx's Temple t-shirt.
I went into the Shrine of Jinx, and all I caught was the silly
T-shirt.
dart that stuck me in the neck that didn't hurt. The script seems to be a riddle, and it reads, "Only those who know me can make the trickster smile. Seek the basin there to offer that which is worthwhile. Beyond is kept a special thing. No joke is this to tell. And if you wish it to be yours, then you must answer well. What matters to..."
Casey, you read that so well, I forgot to pay attention. I was just enjoying it like music. Will you start over again?
I can't.
Honestly, I didn't really understand it. I was just going, yeah. I think that smoke got to me, or that gas. I don't know.
Well, let me finish it that way, and then I'll go back and read it dry, okay?
Sure.
And if you wish it to be yours, then you must answer well. What matters to the jester lord? What makes his fancy dance? What brings him joy and tears his eyes and makes him deftly prance? The gift you bring must measure up. The exception, not the rule. Come, my darlings, speak its name and gratify the fool. So, only those who know me can make the trickster smile. Seek the basin there to offer that which is worthwhile. Beyond is kept a special thing. No joke is this to tell. And if you wish it to be yours, then you must answer well. What matters to the jester lord? What makes his fancy dance? What brings him joy and tears his eyes and makes him deftly prance? The gift you bring must measure up, the exception, not the rule. Come, my darlings, speak its name and gratify the fool. And I'll go ahead and put this in the chat. Since it's there on the wall, you can read this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the only thing that I know that's trickier than anything else we've found is that bear.
I got a thought, but I don't know if it's
The bear,
exactly
it's
right.
the bear.
It's the bear. Put the bear in.
Okay, well, I think the
It's
first
a
part.
basin, right?
I think the first part's the
It's a basin, yeah.
Hanatas. We are the Hanatas.
Yep.
And Jinx seems to have always actually been like the founder of the Hanatas. So I think that would bring a smile to his face.
I'm thinking
We
there's a
have to put
play on
something in
word
basin,
joke.
right?
And he says that you must answer well, and that the answer must measure up. So water comes in a well, water goes in a basin, and when you pour it in, it rises.
Mm.
I'm thinking maybe we pour water in the basin, and then that opens a door.
Hold on. Let me read through this one more time here, real quick. But I think you may have something there.
I'm pretty sure. But again, I
Bring
just smelled pink gas, so I don't know.
tears to his eyes. That's water. Yeah.
So what do you think the measure is? You think there's some kind of
Measures
measure?
up when you
Measure up?
pour the water in, a certain amount of weight will cause whatever to happen. So it has to rise, fill the bowl.
So we'll slowly fill the bowl with water until whatever happens, happens. Let's
That's
see if
what-
that works.
That's what Grower thinks, but
No, I'm totally with you on that.
Water or wine, because it makes his fancy dance.
Oh, that's a good point.
We can do water.
I do have both a water skin and a wine skin.
there's nothing that sounds like
Grower
wine,
always
but
carries booze, so.
tears and well. You have to answer well.
Mm-hmm.
To me, is like the joke I think that's in it.
Speak its name. What name?
As you guys are talking this out, and
Mhm.
Gore's like, I'm looking at this, and I think it's the joke that we have to fill it with water. And when he says the word joke, you hear that tinkling laughter again echo through the room, and the door on the front of the coffer springs open.
Ooh.
So basically, by saying the word joke, that answered the riddle.
Aha.
What? Nice.
I still want to pour water in it though.
That's the joke.
So what do you guys do?
We'll take a look. What's inside?
Yep.
Kimber
What is
gets close
inside?
looks also.
This is what you find inside.
Oh, hello.
You find the Jester's cap. It has settings in it for none other than 3 flowstones.
Oh.
Now, what you may not know is that in the world of Xayathe, there are special gems
Mm-hmm.
that were created from the destruction of the world through the Woe of Ruin. And those gems are embedded within the ground throughout the world. They're highly infused with magic, and they can be cut and formed in such a way as to be able to enhance items. But they can only be cut by the Sarth folk, which is a race within the world of Xayathe. So know that you've found a very, very special item, and something that could be very useful down the road.
Color spray and disguise self and mirror image. Wow.
I think it looked good on Kimber.
Eh,
I'm
Charisma
thinking
is
more
how
like
it works.
Fleegan.
Or
Fleegan or
Fleegan could
Theros.
sleep in it.
What about Theros? We'll have a big old Jester Theros.
Not Fleegan. Fleegan has a -1 on charisma.
Fleegan could sleep inside of it.
Kenna has a 19 charisma and actually is a worshiper of Jinx. She has a tattoo of Jinx on her shoulder.
There you go.
So give it to her.
Yeah, I'll requires attunement, but that's only one item of attunement so far that I'm
Well, I mean-
aware of.
At this point, I mean, obviously, we want to take it back to the something of this
Yes,
magnitude.
because it may.
True.
We'll let Mother decide who. But I would be honored to carry it to her if you would allow me.
Yes,
May I touch it?
I think it's good.
Yes, of course you can.
Okay.
I would
As
like
you
to-
guys are looking at this item, and I'll come back to you in just a second, Fleegan. As you guys are looking at this item and you're oohing and oogling and awing over it and everything like that, you hear a scraping sound coming from the west, and Fleegan looks up to see where the scraping sound is coming from, and he
Where's Cutter?
notices a door slide open from the stone that you hadn't noticed before, from right here. And I'm going to go ahead and put you over there so you can actually see that there's a room over there. So what were you going to say? I'm sorry, or ask?
I was going to say I'd like to see if there's anything else unusual about this room.
Okay.
But okay. There's a door.
A secret door opening is unusual about the room.
Not unusual.
That would be
and-
unusual, yeah.
A secret door to open.
And I didn't have to roll perception to do it either.
No, he did not.
You know,
So what do you guys do?
I would like to go in and see what's in there.
Yes.
I say we all do so.
All right, let's go ahead and move you all into this room so you all can see in the room. And
wow.
Oh my.
all right.
We
As
didn't
in
bring
the
that cart
corridor,
with us, did we?
as happens in the corridor, several torches ignite to illuminate this room when you enter. But as the shadows are chased into the corners by their orange glow, you see an insubstantial gray figure running to hide in the failing darkness. In the blink of an eye, it disappears, and a quiet, mischievous chuckle echoes in your ears. And within the room, you see several tables covered in robes and other clothing. They're made of colorful satin-lined cloth, as well as armor racks along the northern wall. And you can also see a variety of weapons set in the racks and also placed upon the tables. And you see a lever that sits at eye level on the wall in the corner of the room. Treasure room!
Eye level. The gnomes, the dwarves, or the 6'7" giant.
Probably the
Ken
average.
is eye level.
Yeah.
Average.
The average.
Ken is eye level.
Kenna and Quimber, you know.
What is this?
Started looking at all the
Yeah.
different stuff.
Okay.
Start inspecting everything.
It's like an armory
All right.
for followers of
Why don't you see
Jinx.
what's got magic on it?
It's- yes, I can cast detect magic from my ring.
Okay. You're going to go ahead and cast Detect Magic, so I'm going to reveal all of these things to you. So here you go.
Ooh.
There is one set, or there is 2 sets of gray robes. One of them is that robe of protection. It's got a symbol of Jinx in blue emblazoned on the chest. The other seems to be a mundane, common gray robe. There are 4 hooded cloaks that either display a garish color on it or blend into the shadows depending on how the light catches them. Interesting, because 2 of these are this item.
Oh my.
Ooh.
Oh my.
While anybody could wear these, only rogues and agents of Jinx will be able to benefit from their special ability. There are 3 sets of dark leather armor and 1 set of dark studded leather armor with the symbol of Jinx stamped on each. One of the suits of dark leather armor is sized for a gnome or a halfling and is... What was that about wanting armor, Fleegan?
Oh ho 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 ho.
Wow, Fleegan's gonna look awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
There
That's sick, man. That's cool looking.
There's a breastplate lacquered dark blue with the symbol of Jinx on the chest. There's nothing special about that, it's just really cool looking. There are 18 darts and 6 daggers. One of the daggers is very special, and Fleegan takes a very close look at that one. There's a short bow with 20 arrows. 3 of the arrows are very fine indeed.
Hmm.
Mm.
Lots of serrated. Like that.
Mhm.
There's 3 of those. There's a hand crossbow with 20 bolts, and 2 of those bolts are these hunting bolts,
Mm.
and 2 of the other bolts are these special piercing bolts.
Ooh.
That's a hand crossbow, you said?
That is a hand crossbow, yep.
That's another thing I think Fleegan should get.
So 16 mundane bolts, 2 are the hunting bolts, and 2 are the piercing bolts. And then there's a blowgun with 20 needles, and those are all mundane. And then you find another
Oh,
Serric iron rapier.
nice.
Ooh, nice.
You find a mundane whip, because you
Whip it
can't have a good jest without a whip, right? And then you find a spiked mace,
Ooh.
wicked. You find a long sword and 3 short swords, all mundane. There's a grappling hook that's attached to 50 feet of silk rope,
Ooh, silk rope. Nice.
a disguise kit, a forgery kit, and a nice set of thieves' tools.
I am proficient in disguise kit.
And I want everybody to roll me a d20, please. Nice one there, Kimber. These are some good rolls.
Amazing.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, there we go.
Fleegan, of course, the guy that has already everything. This is the armory for the Fleegan.
I don't know
Alright.
about you guys, but since I can't wear armor, that robe of protection,
Fleegan's-
I'm like,
Fleegan is like, I gotta be dreaming. This is one of those things where, you know, you have a dream and you find all of these things that you've ever wanted and all of this money that you've ever wanted and everything, and he's sure he's in a dream. He's like pinching himself and everything like that. And while he's doing so, he looks up and he sees this beautiful, beautiful heliotrope stone sitting in a nice holder on the table. And it is a heliotrope cut flowstone.
Oh.
oh,
Okay. You know,
oh, this
Wow.
this is Fleegan's room. This is Fleegan's.
well, you have a high dexterity too, and you know that hat. This could fit into that, right?
Oh, it could, yeah.
Give me everybody give me a perception check too, and continue to discuss.
Of course, it all goes back to the
Kenna's too busy drooling.
Kenna's not sure if she's dreaming either, and
Yeah.
she sees that stone and she's just like, oh. But Fleegan's the one who found it, so.
Hey, Kenna, I found this fancy looking gem thing. It's kind of pretty, but
Oh
you
my.
know, yeah. Hi.
That's a flow stone.
A flow who? A flow stone? Does it sink well, or does it float? What
No,
does it do?
Not float stone, flow stone. Its magic courses through them. They're very,
Right, it floats down
very.
the river by
N-
floating.
Give that to me.
So, Casey, just to give us an idea, have we ever seen a flowstone?
You
Are they
have
that
never
rare?
seen a flowstone in your life.
Okay.
You have heard of them, and
Okay.
so you would be aware that that's what that is. But this is like finding, an artifact.
Okay, that's what I'm trying
Yeah.
to get after
Yeah.
is what level of like, wow, should this thing be? Wondrous
Flow
item.
is very, very
I mean,
rare.
it's a wondrous item.
Isn't
so-
it?
Yeah.
Isn't it
It's
like an
not
ion
legend-
stone?
Yeah, it's not legendary.
It's
but
like
it
an
is
ion
rare.
stone. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
off the hook.
It's like before being a relic, but it's
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
like a really prized thing you would go for.
If you were to go to some of the more populous areas, they might be more common. You might even be able to buy them, but you would probably not in your lifetime as a Hanataz have felt that you would ever have enough money to be able to spend on an item such as this.
So this would be like king level, like
Oh sure.
king or high nobleman
High priest
level purchasing power type thing.
Yeah.
Isn't there like an ash ocean where they're more common on a different continent?
Well, there is the Dune Sarah Sea, which is basically flow sand.
But that's
and
on
then-
Sundestria.
but that's in Sundestia, yeah.
yeah. Sundestria.
And Sundestia and Zustrania is where you would find a lot more flowstones, and that's where the Sorf people live anyway. None of you in your lifetime have seen one of these. You've heard about them, and chances are, if you were to travel the world, you would come into more contact with them. But they're still quite rare and quite valuable. Yes.
I feel if we have made the way safe to this location, it needs to be shared with the rest of the haunted.
We can bring all of this back.
Well, I mean,
We don't. Yeah.
I think some of them would like to come here and see this also.
I don't believe we have the time. Is the problem? We can take all of this stuff with us, go back, and
Right, but
if
with the
they wish
storm
to,
coming and all.
they wish to, then we can
Yeah.
make that offer. But we know where it's at, and when we come back around this area next year, we can definitely visit again. In fact, I would almost be drawn to.
We definitely should get going because we need to get moving for that storm is coming upon the troop.
Yeah, I hold up the armor and kind of hold it up to Fleegan and go, "Yeah, you should totally put this on, dude."
I will totally have to take off the leather armor I have now to get this on.
Shut up! There's something going on.
What?
Pharos takes out his axe. Start creeping towards the west wall. Fleegan, do you hear anything? Listen.
I hear somebody going,
That's me.
I'll slowly walk over. Axe drawn, ready for anything towards the west wall.
Okay, give me a perception check. All right. As you
So they
move
wanna
towards the
talk
west
to you.
wall, it looks like just a plain old wall. But you can't help but hear the scraping a bit louder, as if it's coming from beyond the west wall there.
Come here, Fleegan. You gotta check out this wall.
okay.
So I'll move over to the wall and I'll start inspecting it, obviously very carefully.
Okay, Fleegan, what are you doing?
I'm going to start looking at the wall and running my hands over and see if there's any differences in the stone.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage, please. Okay. It feels as if, as you run over it, you feel very imperceptible feeling that there may be some sort of a change in the stone, but you can't see it. So you get the feeling that maybe there's something here, but you don't know what or what even to do about it.
Hey, dwarf boy, get over here and help me out with this stone. It looks funny. I'll start trying to see if there's start pushing on the stone, see if there's like a.
You're just looking at it funny.
Hey, Quimber, Ken,
Funny.
why don't you guys start gathering the stuff up?
Yep,
We may have to get out of here quickly.
Ken is already doing that. I was just about to say, Ken, while this is going on, is gathering everything that isn't being put on by someone.
You look over at Kimber and you see him on his knees, holding his holy symbol high and praying to the gods, especially Kismia and Jinx, for they are good friends, and he feels that he needs to thank them for bringing us here.
Totally handing him the spiked mace and being like, I believe this is yours.
Gror, you feel some inspiration come from that prayer, plus you feel, since Fleegan has already told you something's not right with this wall, you look at it first and it doesn't seem to be stonework unlike any of the rest of this place, and it doesn't even seem to be anything special about it, but as you look a little bit closer and you run your hands across it, you realize that there very well must be something right here on this wall. And you feel as if that lever that you guys saw earlier might have something to do with what's here.
Hold on, don't pull that until we get the rest of this ready to go, because if we have to hightail it, we need to do it quick.
It was in the last room, right? Where's the lever in here?
The lever's in
Levers in here.
At
So-
it close to this west
Oh,
wall.
yeah, there's that too.
All right. The lever probably opens a door or some sort.
Probably.
Yeah, let's push
All
the
right.
lever.
Not yet.
Once we get everything all gathered up.
Yep.
Then we'll
Also,
pull the
don't know
lever.
that we can get out of here. Remember, it doesn't matter if we go backwards because that
Right.
front door is.
We have to keep going
Oh,
forward.
Sealed. Exactly. So let's gather everything and then we'll throw that lever and deal with whatever's on the other side.
I agree.
So you guys then gather everything up,
Mm-hmm.
or begin to gather everything up, and hit it. Err. There. Somebody's gonna reach out and pull the lever.
I'll do it. I'm making the decisive decisions.
You are the leader.
Okay, so
I'm just the intelligent advisor.
You're the one that's right.
So Theros reaches up and he pulls on the lever, and you hear a scraping sound, and you see the wall begin to open. And can you all see that corridor there?
No.
I can't.
Nope.
No,
He can.
he can, but nobody else can. Yep, I need to fix that. We'll put everybody in there real quick.
By the way, Casey, I picked up the first chapter on Roll20 the other day because my Tuesday night group is interested in playing, so
Sweet, good, awesome.
looking forward to it.
So, several bodies lie strewn along the corridor that looks much like the one leading into the other end of the shrine. However, you can see that the far end of the corridor has been hacked open with pickaxes, and stone rubble litters the floor. The likely perpetrators are a pack of gnolls that stand not far from the door, giggling their humorless, merciless laugh as the barrier they'd been hammering at for hours slid effortlessly aside. With a snarl, they lunge to attack. Go ahead and roll me some initiative.
I don't think I'm on the map, Casey.
Looks
I
like
think
there's
I'm
a
on the
fresh body. Looks like someone's been here recently.
You should all be in the hallway here.
Oh,
Gror, you don't see yourself?
I just have a black screen with only me on it. I don't have the room we were in before.
You
Looks
don't
like
see
they
the
ate
hallway in front of you?
themselves.
No. Is it there for you guys? Can you see me?
Yeah.
I can see your token, yeah.
And I checked
Yeah.
the side of your token. Your token should be seeing it. You might need to reload. Roll 20.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yep.
Go ahead then.
Give it a go.
Okay. Here, let me select one of these guys. Let me go ahead and roll this initiative. Alright.
Fortunately, mage armor lasts for 8 hours, so I still have a really high armor class.
Okay. Alright, so...
so do we know if gnolls are a mortal enemy of Jinx, or the followers of Jinx?
Nice job. You can make a religion check on that. Okay, so let me figure these out. I didn't remove everybody from the turn order when I moved the map. So Kimber got a 17, so the other Kimber goes away. Theros got a 3.5, so the other Theros goes away. Kenna 10.16, so that one goes away. Fleegan 22, so that one goes away. And then Gror, I need you to make a initiative roll, please.
Okay, hang on one sec. Was messing with trying to get the map back.
Okay. So did you make a religion check there, Theros?
I can do so. I was going to wait until you get all the administrative stuff taken care of.
No
They're
clue.
friends.
You've never even heard of gnolls before. You're looking at these funny hyena-looking creatures laughing at you, and you're like, "Whoa!" And you pull out Raxel, ready to smash. Can you see now, Roar? Can't.
No, but can roll initiative.
Yeah, well, okay. There's a bunch of gnolls in front of you, so just tell me what you want to do, and we'll make it happen.
Quite literally.
We'll
Yeah.
guide you. There's one directly in front of you.
I'll hit that one.
Okay. All right. Well,
Pretty
Fleegan,
much
Fleegan is up first, so.
Fleegan's going to have to attack the one that's in front of Gror because that's the only one he can hit.
I'll go
So
find
he-
another one. It's okay.
He will use his new Seric Iron Rapier.
You know it doesn't rape the gnolls, right?
It is a stabby stab, though.
It does put
All
something
right.
in them that they
That
don't
is
want.
going to stab the gnoll for how much damage?
Ooh.
Oof.
Very nice.
Do I
It
get
should,
sneak
it should be
attack
doing
or?
piercing. That should do
you
piercing,
should-
not slashing, I think.
Yep.
Oh,
You should get
That's right.
sneak attack with it.
Yeah, you get sneak attack on that.
So
Okay.
13 points of piercing. That's ow.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
And the offhand, because it's a finesse weapon, I will dagger stab.
Mm.
That is going to miss. You swing around. All right, Kimber, you're up.
It's a good thing that Knowles have good health insurance, and I think they will be calling the HR office for Fleegan, striking them and trying to, do whatever was discussed a second ago. So disgusting. It's Fleegan.
Bad touch. Bad touch.
Must call HR and report this. So I'm wondering, we are in the room. It looks like a Knoll has stepped out into the middle of us, and am I looking? I want to cast Burning Hands.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I'm wondering how
Get you.
it would go through the group of them.
I will put that on the map here real quick.
15-foot cone. You can hit most of them, probably.
You can hit all but the one in the midst of you and the one farther down the hall.
That sounds really good to me. So I will
Okay.
I will call upon the flames of light. Gives me his luck has allowed Radiant's light to come down upon 5 of the 7 gnolls.
All right. Let's see what happens here.
Disco
First one
Inferno.
fails. 1 succeeds, 1 fail. 2 succeed, 1 fail. 2 fail, 2 succeed. So 2 fail, 3 succeed. So what's the damage? I don't see that. It didn't show up for me.
Yeah, that's odd. It did not for me either. I did notice a couple things strange in roll 20. Maybe I need to get out and back in.
You might. It can be buggy. Try and click on it again and see what happens.
Do you have to click on the burning hands part?
No, shouldn't have to. Should just have to cast it.
Do you just want to roll your dice, whatever the damage is, and then reload?
Alright, let's see here. 3d6.
So I'm going to make the 2 closest to you fail and the 3 farthest away from you succeed. Okay,
Ooh,
16.
That's a good
Oof.
roll.
Wow.
I'm gonna load
All
it.
right. Okay, so minus 16. So
Very
lots of burning
nice.
Nulfer and flesh.
The
Of
smell of
two.
burning hyena.
Burning hyena, yes. And so that is 8 damage for those 3. All right. Okay. Well, it's their turn, and they grab their weapons, and the one in the midst of all of you is going to bite at Fleegan because Fleegan attacked him. And so Fleegan was really the first one to look in the door anyway. So
I'm innocent!
he's gonna go to bite at Fleegan, but Fleegan just very deftly jumps out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
The one behind him is going to swing a pickaxe at Kenna and miss.
Very
This
good.
one is going to step up and try and stab you with its javelin to Kenna.
Miss.
17's going to miss. This going to step up and try and swing a pickaxe at Kember.
Ooh, I'm
That's actually going to hit Kember.
Flare. I'll use my.
You're going to flare that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Does he do dexterity or no? Is that a save? Can't remember.
Oh, my character sheet closed up. I believe he's at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay. All right. So he misses. This one is going to throw a javelin at Kember and miss. This one's going to throw a javelin at Gror. Can he see Gror? He's not going to be able to see Gror, so he's going to throw a javelin at Kenna.
That will hit.
Yep. So that's going to do 5 piercing damage. This one's going to move over here and throw a javelin at Kember. And that's going to be a crit.
That's the one I wish I had flared.
Yep.
Okay. It's going to do 10 piercing damage.
Ouch.
And I need you to make a athletics or acrobatics check, your choice. Okay. The javelin hits your hand and hurts pretty bad. I mean, it kind of sticks out of your hand, which you use to wield your mace, and it tries to knock the mace out of your hand, but you're able to hold on to that through sheer force of strength, even though you got a javelin stuck in the back of your hand and is bleeding pretty profusely out of that. So, all right, Gror, you're up.
Well, I know how
Is there
you
one
felt,
by me
Gror.
still?
Go ahead, Gror.
Is there one by me still?
Yeah, that's one right
Yep.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just
One
hit that one.
stab by. These guys are pretty tough.
All right, that battle axe is going to hit that one.
Mm.
For
Only
6
6.
slashing damage. Okay. All right, anything else?
No, that should be good.
All right, Kenna, you're up.
Okay, how high are the ceilings in here, just out of curiosity?
About 10 feet.
About 10 feet? Okay.
Actually, no, in here, because it's a hallway like the other one, actually about 15 feet.
Beautiful. Awesome. So I am going to make an attack on this one with my short sword.
Okay. That is going to miss.
Okay. And then I will attempt to leap over him to land behind so that we have a little more room.
Okay.
That would be an acrobatics check.
Yes.
That didn't work.
Yeah, no, you kind of look around to see if you could do that, and you don't see that you have the ability to get over the top of him that way.
Okay, then I'll just try to hit him with my offhand. Nope. Fumble.
Okay, go ahead and fumble that, please.
Yep, that
So in
makes
fact,
sense.
you try and jump over him, but you slip on something on the floor and you go down.
Boom. I'm prone.
You are prone. All right, Theros, you're up.
Graxling.
Okay, the one.
Obviously
right
the one that
in
we
midst of
can
all of
see.
you. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Gonna try to take him down. All right. Here we go. Boy, there's a big delay.
There is.
That's a
Yep.
crit.
That is a crit.
And something that I have forgotten to do this entire time is I have savage attacks,
Eh.
which is an additional. Yep. There we go.
So
Ow.
you're having none of this laughing thing in your face that you've never seen before. It's kind of quite disturbing. And you take Graxel and you split him from the top of his skull down to the bottom portion of his torso as he just kind of flays off to the side either way.
Excellent.
And step in the hole.
I'll step in unless. Well, let me see. I'll step in because I think Grower can pull out his bow if he needs to.
All right. Fleegan, you're up.
And I'll do a little jig on the guy. Just for Grower's sake.
Of course you
I'm
will.
going to
You're learning.
Throw-
You're learning.
a dagger at this guy right here.
Okay. Which is good because Kenna got out of the way because she's on the ground.
Yep.
That is going to miss, though.
Oh
All
my
right, how
goodness.
about offhand?
Fling and a miss.
Damn it.
Fling and missed. Kimber, you're up.
Ooh.
Kimber, did we lose you?
That was my roll. I clicked the wrong thing.
Okay. Kimber holds his action. So the laughing hyenas here are going to take their pound of flesh. The one above you, Kenna, is going to try and bite you since you're down on the ground next to it. And it gets advantage. Is a 17 hit or 18 hit?
No, it doesn't. Thank goodness.
18 does not hit. Okay. All right.
Thank goodness for mage armor.
Okay. Kimber, go ahead and take your action.
Alright, sorry about that. Step away real quick. There are a lot of these guys.
One's dead. Theros just split it in half.
What are you doing, Kimber?
I think I'm going to do a sacred... No, I'm going to swing with my mace and also do a healing word. How bad is everybody? Anybody worse than being down to 10?
You're
You're
the worst.
That's
Okay.
all on you, man.
Alright. Well, then I shall be greedy and try to smash the knoll in front of me and do a healing word on myself.
I believe the term is cleric heal thyself.
Okay, go ahead and make a swing. Okay. Your mace is going to miss, but you go ahead and heal yourself. So we'll continue with the rest of the gnolls. We're going to go with the one right in front of Theros, and it's going to try and take its axe and miss. And then the one in front of Kimber is going to try and nail him with his axe. Kimber does an
Alright.
18 hit.
Let me look at something
I
again.
don't think it does. I think it does, actually. Yes, it does. All right. So,
I want
Kimber,
to see
you're...
if I can use my warding light again. Warding flare. Let's see, it's once per turn, I think.
Yeah, you get one a turn, I think. Right?
But
Alright.
a limited number per day, I believe.
Yeah,
Right.
so I can use it again. So I've used it twice. I believe that's 3 times now. And I've only got one more.
Okay, so you use it again. So,
Yes.
just as he's about to hit you, you flare in his face, and he is unable to. Okay, so we're going to take this one, who is going to throw a javelin at Fleegan, since Ken is on the floor behind his compatriot.
Hmm.
And he's going to miss javelin. This one's going to throw a javelin at Theros and miss. This one is going to throw a javelin at Kimber and also miss. All right, Groar, you're up. There is... you're small enough to be able to... Whew. This is going to be tough. You're going to need a ranged attack because you can't... You'd probably get attacked if you tried to squeeze between your friends and behind them. So you would have the opportunity to pull out your bow and take a shot if you want.
I'll do that.
Okay. The one right in front of you when you're gonna hit.
Good.
It's saying +1 arrows. I don't know if I should be showing that right now because I wasn't going to use one on these.
Well, then we'll just go ahead and click on where it says short bow with +1 arrow, and we'll -1 on that. Okay,
Okay.
so that would be 8. Okay, so that is going to nail the one right through an eye, and it's going to go down dead. So
Good.
one goes right to the ground there. All right, Kenny, you're up.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah, I am. I'm going to use my movement to stand.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hack the one in front of me.
Okay. That's going to hit. 7 piercing damage, okay. And that one is going to miss.
Miss. Yep.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
All right.
That's me.
Theros, you're up.
I will hack the one in front of Quimber because he's looking worse for the wear. And I will do so with relentless attack, so I gain advantage.
Okay.
Yay.
Come on. There's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, okay, that's going to hit. All right.
Oh, man.
You're going to take its head right off with your swing.
Good thing it had
Good
been
thing
on
you
fire
framed him.
earlier.
Fleegan.
Can I check some daggers around between Kenna and...
Mhm. Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
do so.
Okay, that is a fumble, so what happens with your dagger?
Ow.
Oh. So you reach back, and I mean, she's kind of in your way because she stands up, and as soon as she stands up, you go to swing, and you hit her on the back as you go to throw your dagger, and it flips back around and cuts yourself. Go ahead and roll damage.
I would like to say she's bouncing back and forth. I'm bouncing back and forth, trying to get a good shot. And just as I throw it, she jumps in the way of the dagger, and it bounces off her and hits me.
Yeah.
That's enough for mage armor.
Yep.
So you take 5 piercing damage from your own dagger, and you don't get your second attack because you fumbled. All right, Kimber, you're up. Kimber.
Sorry, I was trying to type that. All right.
That is a good question.
What to do? How bad are you, Theros? Are you hurt bad?
I'm fine. You're the one that's hurt.
Yeah, me
Oh.
you are the only two that are hurt, so yeah.
The red X underneath your token is kind of throwing me off, and like there's
Oh.
blood on the ground.
Yes, I'm stomping on the bloodied one.
All right. I don't want to move in on them. That's just not a good tactic for the cleric to do. So
Yeah.
I shall use a sacred flame then, since nobody's calling for anything else. I don't want to upset Kenna. I've done that before, and I don't want to try my luck a second time. So I will shoot the one furthest out from in front of me.
Okay. No, on. Okay. Dexterity. That is going to fail, so go ahead and roll damage.
Nice.
Whoa! What?
Yeah, what?
No, if he'd have been at advantage, he would have critted, but it's just the
Oh,
7 points.
I see.
Oh, I see that. Okay. I was looking
yeah.
at the wrong roll. Yep. Okay. Yeah, so 7. I was looking at the roll above it, which was my roll. I'm like, where did that come from? All right. Okay, so that hits. All right. So it's their turn. So the one in front of Kenna really did not like that she stood back up, And the bite didn't work, so he's going to grab his pickaxe and swing again and miss. And then this one is going to throw its javelin at Kimber. And that should hit.
Oh man, it's crazy. I'm using but I can't help it. I will have to. He's within 30 feet. I will flare him as he launches that javelin, hoping it doesn't hit one of my friends instead of me.
Yeah. No, it distracts him enough to where it goes right on by you. All right. So this
Do
one
any
right
of us not get seizures from all the strobe lights coming from Kimber?
No.
You guys are throwing a rave in this hallway, right?
No. He set him on fire. He set him on
Purple
fire,
hairs.
so it's Disco Inferno.
Promise it.
All right,
Last
that,
one, sadly.
That javelin's going to hit Theros for 5 piercing damage. It's going to go right through the wagon wheel. And this one right here is going to throw a javelin at Kenna and hit you as well.
Wow,
Dang
Five
it.
piercing
what
damage.
rolls?
Dang it all to heck.
Well, he's making it up for the monster at the beginning.
Yeah. All right, Gror, you will be able to move past some of your guys and move on up to 1 if you want to. Or if you want to continue to shoot your bow, you're welcome to.
Do I still have to shoot, or can I? Somebody.
You can shoot, or you can move right through your comrades up to one of the knolls.
How many knolls are left? Since I
4.
can't see them,
There's 4 left.
No, there's 4.
And the one I could reach on foot, is it already been engaged, or is it?
It's already
no,
dead.
there's 3 of them kind of holding back, throwing javelins, and then there's one right in front of Kenna, engaged with
Okay.
her.
And would that be the one I could reach?
You could reach any of them.
Oh, okay. I'll go help Kenna at least.
Sure.
All right, you'll stomp on do your dwarf stomp on one of the dead ones standing in front of you, and then you're gonna swing your battle axe. Go ahead. Yeah, swing your battle axe, and that is gonna hit. Good rolls there. For damage there, 9 slashing damage.
Nice.
All right, you are going to take that one down.
Nice.
That makes Kenna very happy.
All right, Kenna, then you're up.
Okay, for my primary action, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself because, ow.
Okay.
And that's
Can
not
I-
as much as I'd like, but good enough.
Can I try to protect her now, since I have
What's
shield
that?
out? At this point?
There's not really anything in 5e that does
Is it?
that, unless you're a fighter. Are you? Do you
Yeah.
have protect? Are you protection stance?
I don't think so. I think that's a higher level.
Yeah, 3rd level. It's 3rd level.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it could be a thing, but not until you get to 3rd level, if
I'm
that's
at-
what you choose.
I'm actually going to step to here
Okay.
and use my bonus action to stab him with my offhand. Or not. Maybe I'll just stand here.
Okay. Yes. Sounds good.
Oh, I can see the map.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Well, that's good. Okay. All right.
Good,
Then Theros, you're up.
I'll step up next to Kenna and knock the one that's in front of me.
Okay.
With
With advantage gives you a critical hit.
Crit!
glad I threw that out in there really quick. I'm meant to say that, but yes.
I meant to do that.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay, go ahead and roll on the critical table for me too. Let's see if it gives
Yes,
this.
yes.
Yeah, gives this enemy.
Weapon crit.
Was that you said the
Yeah.
one in front of Kenna or the one directly in front of you?
one in front of me. One in front of me.
Imagine that. You're able to maneuver towards your opponent while attacking and harass them. Of course you maneuver because you were weaving through a couple of people. In the hallway, after your attack, you can choose to automatically succeed in grappling your opponent if you have a free hand, or shoving your opponent with both hands. What are you going to do? Shove or grab?
Push him out, shove him out, way out.
I think I'll grapple him.
All
Excellent
right.
choice.
So,
Axel, then grapple.
Graxel and then grapple. Yep.
yeah. So you
I need
give
some
him a big
grapple.
cut, and then you swing back around, and you reach out with your big long arm, and you grab this laughing hyena person thing in front of you, and you hold it in a chokehold. All right, Fleegan, you're up.
That's smart. Get the monster with big monstrous teeth closer to your neck, so it could rip it out.
I got my own teeth.
I'm
Fleegan,
gonna
go
throw
ahead.
some daggers at
Okay.
the one in front of Kenna. No, not the one in front of Kenna. She keeps getting in the way. That one.
Okay. I would move to here if you're going to do that. Or move behind Kimber, one of the two.
That's fine.
Go ahead and swing. Throw. Yeah, yes. All right, that is going to hit. Eight
And
piercing
I
with
get-
sneak attack. Okay.
9 total points.
Yep, and we'll do offhand throw.
It's going to miss. All right. Kimber, you're up.
All right. I shall. Huh? It looks like my brethren are wading into them and doing pretty well. So I will shoot another sacred flame at the one across from me. Make him do some dancing.
Okay.
Dex save.
Dance for me. He's going to succeed.
Oh,
So you go and appeal to Kismia, and apparently this deep down in here, she is unable to reach you with her fire. So anything else?
I think I've been asking way too much from her. I need to use this new spiked mace that Jinx has given to me.
Yeah, you need to just change to Jinx all the time.
All right.
Hey, now.
The three gnolls are going to throw caution to the wind and converge upon Theros because he seems to be the most intimidating. And they're each going to take their pickaxe. Well, hold on.
And tasty.
Yeah. Well, the one on either side, he's got one of them wrapped up. The one on one side is going to try and hit him with his pickaxe, and he's going to fumble.
No.
now, hold on. He does have advantage.
He does. Yep.
Oh, he does.
He has advantage.
Because you did
All right.
reckless attack.
Because I
Yep.
did a reckless attack.
So that's actually going to hit. So you're going to take 6 piercing damage from the axe.
Darn it.
And then the one that you're holding on to is going to try and bite your arm with disadvantage. Actually, it cancels out because of your blah, blah, blah. So, but he's going to miss. And then the one below you is going to try and nail you with his pickaxe, and he's going to miss as well.
He's going to hit because he's got advantage.
With advantage.
He's going to hit because he's got advantage. Yes, that's what I meant. He's going to hit for 6 piercing damage with his axe as well.
Casey, I think the gnolls have advantage against Theros.
I think you're right. I think there's
Yep.
something about that.
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's either
All
that or Mark's wearing a
I
red
tell
shirt.
ya, he's tasty.
So, Theros steps up and takes the brunt from 3 gnolls, more than he took from an entire band of brigands.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As he was raging. Gror, you're
Well, we
up.
all know guys in bands are wimps. Right? I mean,
These gnolls are wicked.
Yeah, these guys are tough.
Well, like I said, you're 2nd level now. I'm not going to go easy on you.
Mm-hmm. Get him, Grower.
I hit this guy that's been sacred flamed. Put him out
You
of his
danced out
way
of
if
the
possible.
sacred flame.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to miss.
You're
Mm.
the most dexterous knoll in
All
all
right.
the universe.
He is, boy. Decanna, you're up.
He's
He was
staying
bitten by a
alive.
All right.
radioactive thing.
Stay alive.
Main hand stabby stabby. 4-9 piercing.
That is going to hit. Okay.
He's still up.
He's still up.
Offhand. Will
That
miss.
is going to miss. Swing and a miss. All right, Theros. What are you going to do? You got one of these grappled, so you got to decide what you want to do at this point because you can't make an attack while he's grappled.
Real quick, while he's since I attacked him. Oh wait, and he's restrained. I'm going to step back because I can.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
I will take the one that I have grappled. Can I body slam in front of Kenna?
Mhm. Yeah. Go
Okay.
ahead and make you'll make an athletics roll. And you'll add your proficiency modifier to that, which is +2. So make a strength or an athletics roll +2. Okay, oh yeah.
24.
Okay, so you smash the one into the other, and I'm going to make that a D8. Go ahead and roll a D8 plus your strength modifier plus your proficiency modifier. Or no, yes, your strength. Yeah, your strength modifier.
See, +4. All right. So I'll just roll a d8 and then I'll just add 4 to it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not bad.
Okay. All right. And
Is that,
we're
is that
going
11
to-
points of damage?
He's going to take
Wow.
one. So what I'm effectively going to do is split the damage between both of them. But there was enough damage there for you to take the one, slam him into the other one, and smash them both to a bloody pulp. You kill both of them by slamming them together.
Nice.
Nice.
Roar!
I'll take
That is
it.
a
Okay.
barbarian thing to
I've
do
got-
right there. I
I've
need
got
you to
an-
make a D20 roll for me because that is so in character. It's not even funny.
I've got an idea for another thing for the carnival. Oh wait, your parents already do that.
Oh, that was so close, Theros. So close.
So close.
So close. All right, Fleegan, you're up.
Get him, Fleegan.
I will move to here and I will throw some daggers because that's what Fleegan does.
It's what I do.
It's the roguish thing to do.
It's what I live for.
And I
Oh, that's gonna be a fumble.
is that Kenna. She's in the
You should have been
I am not
stomping.
anywhere near.
Forgot to stomp on the knolls for good luck first. Come on, Fleegan.
So as Fleegan's passing by Kenna to get over there, she's doing one of her little whirling dervish moves as she's backing away from that one, and he's, simultaneously trying to move through, and she kicks up some dust or something as she spins around, and it gets in his eye, and he's like, ah! Ah! And he kind of stumbles over to that corner.
I refuse to accept responsibility for that. At least it's melee attacks that do half damage,
But it
okay?
makes the most sense. Kember, you see this calamity of errors. What are you doing?
I run. Oh, I can't run up and get melee, can I? There's not.
You
room.
cannot.
You,
Well, you could
come
run around.
them.
Yes, you could. You could come. You could. Here.
But you got to stomp on your way through.
But be careful of Kenna because she's gonna make something happen.
Unless you stomp. If you stomp, you will be fine. Do the dwarven stomp.
Yeah, I don't know. It's. Yeah, all right. Yeah,
Just swing your bait.
Kimber is getting better at this stomping thing. Before he was like dancing through the bones, trying not to step on them. Now, since Roar is his new idol and how to do things, he's trying to do it. Should I roll a athletics or something to see if I slip and fall?
No, no, just swing your mace.
Don't impose more disadvantages to us.
swing that.
All right.
I told you,
You
if you
crack.
stomp, that's what happens. See?
Kimber comes in with the final blow as always, and so it seems like Every single fight, he comes in with the final blow and takes the last one down. And you can describe that if you want to, because it is the final blow.
Kimmer stomps over the bodies, tripping and falling. At one point, he slides a little bit on his shield when he reaches in front of Kenna, bounces off the wall, comes around in front of Theros with his arm lunging forward, smashes into the gnoll's head, falling on top of its body, and then looks up at Gror for some kind of recognition.
And we just hear the gnoll go,
And
boom!
he nods at you and goes, "Yes!" and starts a slow clap.
As he wipes Null brains from his brow.
No, dwarves don't wipe null brains from their brow.
Okay, well then Null brains drip off of your brow while you nod.
Oh, yay.
Yes, yeah.
That is
yes.
such a Quimber thing to do.
I may have to find another idol if I gotta have Null brains on my brow.
You don't have to have null brains on your brow. That's not necessary.
Alright, so you guys have dispatched these gnolls. In that case, what do you do?
Well, search. It looks like there was a body in the picture of the room or the hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was. So you examine their bodies, and you examined the body that looks like it's been further dragged down the passageway, as there are blood smears on the ground. There are actually 6 bodies in total in this room, 5 of which are more gnolls, so they were dead gnolls. 5 of them were. 1 has been split in half by what looks like a giant blade, while the other 4 show signs of severe acid burns, as well as bloody foam around their mouths, likely indicating a deadly poison. Go ahead and give me a perception roll, everyone.
Okay.
We're in a room?
Okay.
How'd that happen?
You're in.
No, I'm kidding.
You guys put 2 and 2 together, and this hallway is basically identical to the one that you came in. And it seems as if the same types of traps were in this hallway. Unfortunately for them, though, the traps seem to have been real. And so they seem to have disarmed the falling ceiling trap. But it looks like they got nailed by the darts and the gas and the blades. And the final body that is laying face down is clearly not a gnoll.
Search that one.
What's it
Look
wearing?
over.
What does it look like?
It is wearing dark armor, and upon examination, the corpse is that of a male drow.
Whoa, what?
A male drow, and he wears a black cloak and a black leather armor, and he has a sheathed short sword and a dagger. Both are mundane. And he too seems to have died from some sort of a poison and is frothing at the mouth, as there are several small needles sticking from his side.
You know, a drow is someone the Hanatas would take in if he's being shunned by the area, and I could see if he's brought in by the Hanatas being a worshipper of Jinx, possibly even agent of Jinx. Is there any signs that he is a follower of Jinx?
Or does he look recently dead like he was working with the gnolls?
He looks recently dead, as if he were working with the gnolls, and
Then definitely not.
and
He was probably
everything
the
about
leader.
him, the look about him, as he looks quite unsavory.
This
There
is the
wasn't
second
anything on
time.
his belt or like in the heels of his boots or anything weird.
Yeah, as you examine him, you find a note.
This is the second time we've run into something indicating drow. I have that silver coin with the web pattern on the back and the elf on the front
Oh, yeah.
that we found at the other tower.
Yeah.
So the note reads, Callison. The Gorpaw tribe is the most recent to swear fealty to me. Go and collect the savages and take them to defile the shrine of the enemy. You'll never get in without force, even if you solve the stupid puzzles. So take picks with you and smash your way through. Take anything valuable that isn't nailed down. Torch anything that will burn, and smear whatever foulness the gnolls can scrounge up on whatever is left. And it's signed, Noxica.
Gord is not like that lady.
Whoever Noxica
Oddly
is,
enough.
I'm not. Yep.
Oddly enough, she makes him nauseous.
Also, daylight is visible at the far end of the corridor. And as you look around, essentially looting the bodies and stuff, you find that each gnoll has a pickaxe and a few javelins. They're wearing hide armor. They each have 3 javelins. Between them, they have 7 shanks of rotting meat,
Ugh.
3 necklaces of humanoid fingers, a cloak woven from a set of what seems to be hair of a halfling, a
Not
dozen
cool.
bent and dirty metal eating utensils, and 4 wineskins of what seems to be fermented milk.
Bleh. Well, I'm not
And-
taking any of that.
And so basically light at the end of the tunnel, you see daylight from the wall that they seem to have smashed through.
Does that look like there was a door on there at one point?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Then check for secret doors down the corridor, but other than that, I think we need to. I think that's the way out.
Yeah.
And
All right.
Should
bells.
probably remove the
For bells.
bodies. Take the bodies out and throw them in the woods or outside.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys apparently,
Plant
as
them
you,
in.
you check
I don't
for
know. We already
secret.
got a lot of stuff, and do you really want to carry gnolls that drink rotten milk? I mean,
We're gonna drag them outside. They do not need to be in here
In
fouling
the shrine.
the
They don't need to
shrine.
be in the shrine.
it's a lot of time dragging. How many ton? 12? A lot of them.
Yeah,
and that one
12.
counts as 2 because he's like cut in half.
Completely cleaved in
How
half.
much rotten milk did that spill out, by the way?
I guess technically that would make like 18 of them. That's
Something like that. All right, so yeah, you
do you know what you call it when you count them? It's taking roll call.
but
See, it's
Saw that one coming.
Oh, that was a dad joke right there. If I ever heard one.
there's a hyena laugh.
I'm gonna. I'll shoot him while standing on the grassy knoll.
Oh. You guys are in rare form tonight. Well, you start dragging. You check the hallway for secret doors, and you don't find any. And you stumble your way out, and you notice that this must be
Yep.
some sort of a back entrance, and you're kind of out in the middle of the bog out here. And you have the bodies and everything with you, and you're somewhat thankful because you ran yourself into a pack of some pretty nasty things, and apparently they're led by something even more nasty. So the thought seems to descend upon you of what is this mystery? What could this be? And why were they defiling our the shrine of the one that we revere so much of our people?
Can
Is there any sign of a T-shirt stand?
can we seal this back entrance and then take the bells off of the front entrance so that nobody can get in here but us?
You can seal this back entrance, but you can kind of pile it up, yes. But finding your way back to the other entrance seems to be a bit more difficult. And try as you might, you seem to be lost in the bog at this point. And you think among yourselves, and you talk among yourselves about what is to come. You're not quite sure what to think about what is to come, but you know that you found quite a bit of very useful items, both for yourself and for the Hanatas, and you're heartened by that, and know that the grumbling in your stomach is ready for you to return and hopefully enjoy some some frog gumbo and share the things that you found in the story with your troop, as we will actually end for the evening and follow up on that.
Before we end, is the Drow's cloak nice at all or anything?
There doesn't seem to be anything special about it, and
but it's intact.
It's got a bunch of holes in it from the needles.
And looking for something to replace the missing T-shirt.
Of course. So with that, we'll go ahead and end for the evening. But I would think with all of the shenanigans from the rolls as they fell are quite appropriate, considering the vocation that I gave at the beginning, saying who will be the first to fail. And there were plenty. I think I was the first to fail, to tell you the truth. But I think the shenanigans that ensued tonight made for a fun night. And did y'all have fun?
Absolutely.
Yes, very much so. Fell within the
that's
ethos of the shrine that we were in.
It would have been perfect if there was a T-shirt. That's all I'm saying.
Well, maybe we'll find a way to make a T-shirt.
So I do have one thing I would like to say, if you guys don't mind, before we end.
Mm-hmm.
And please hold any comments to the very end. I've been giving this team name thing a lot of thought. So with all teams, you have your quirky members. So, for instance, Quimber, he could be like he seems to be the ladies' man. All the ladies seem to like him. And Grower, he's kind of a wonky and nutty guy who seems to find all the transportation, like horses and wagons. Kenna is the lady who seems to hang around with a bunch of guys. I don't understand that. Theros, I like to call him T. I think he doesn't like to fly, but given his size, I call him Mister. And me, I like to think I'm the leader. I like to make catchy phrases called, I love it when an idea works out. And that means, when we get back to the troop, we could be called a team.
A team, yes, of course. We are a team, are we not?
Right.
Crazy eyeball people, of which
I still like.
thank you for that.
I mean, I'm speechless. That's all I know.
I still like Kenna and the boys.
I think that works, though. I think that works.
I think ladies' men is closer to something.
You put a lot of effort into that. Go ahead and roll a d20 there, Fleegan. As we wrap up for the evening and we tell our folks, thank you for those who enjoy watching this. We hope your minds have been opened by wonder. We hope that you're enjoying this adventure, and that if it's something that you would want to pick up and run for your folks, feel excited to know that it's available. And you can find it too. So enjoy with that. And it looks like an 11's not going to do it though, but that was a good try. So again, my friends, as we say goodnight, may all of your adventures be sticky. Ah!
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.